Woke up sweating from a dream with a different kind of feeling. It was always you. If I could not see this time, all this time, it was always
The end zone. It is caught. What a catch! Jackson Felder power up the middle. Touchdown!
But now I know it was always you. Always you. It was always you.
Welcome to Bartram Trail High School for the Battle of Longleaf Pine. It's Creekside, it's Bartram Trail. It is an historic rivalry between two schools separated by just 6 miles of the same road. Noah Schlicksup alongside Brody McGuff bringing you our Whataburger Game of the Week live on Action Sports Jacks 24/7. High school football on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network is presented in part by That One Painter First Coast. That painter you need? We're the one. Republic Services, RecyclingSimplified.com, Nimnik Buick GMC, Nobody But Nimnik, Jaguars Prep, and Baker Sports. The teams are getting set to take the field. The fans are coming into the stands. And, Brody, we are getting set for yet another round between Creekside and Bartram Trail. The 15th meeting between these two schools all time. Brody, you were lucky enough to play in this game as a high school football player. Describe this experience of being part of this rivalry.
I mean, it's just such a blessing that these kids get to take part in such a meaningful game for the area. And like you said, 6 miles apart from each other on the same road. Both teams, very good programs, doing really good. I mean, off to a tough start this season, but really good previous years, and really excited to play in these games. Both teams running out right now, jumping around, very excited. Just an awesome game to be a part of.
We got a blackout for one side, a whiteout for the other. Both of these teams trying to get into the win column. Both programs who have been historically good, especially over the course of recent years. Creekside coming off of a nice season with a playoff berth. A down year last year for Bartram, but still, this is a team that competed last year, and you know the standard that has been set over here at Bartram.
Game now, it's high school football, anything can happen. But with that being said, I think both offenses need to execute at a high level tonight. They haven't really had much success up to this point in this season, but tonight is the night to really dial in and get some points on the board. QB play needs to be good by both teams. They need to get the ball passing around a little bit, and they need to establish a run game. Also, big plays, big moments in the game, special teams plays, turnovers on defense, that needs to happen. I feel like the team that does the most in those two departments will probably end up with the win tonight. It's all about getting extra possessions and extra points, and whoever can do that the best will probably get the win.
Creekside's offense comes into this one averaging 13.7 points per game. Bartram Trail 15 points per game, which is a bit of a surprise. This is a unit that returns Arthur Lewis. They return their quarterback. I expected a little more from them, and it's been a slow start to the season. Yeah, just a slow start. Still trying to find their pieces together, trying to find a better passing game, and also trying to get Arthur Lewis the ball more and get him in open field. But it's just been a struggle so far, but for both teams as well. Tonight's the night to really prove and make a statement that, you know, their offense is getting back together. Here is the kick. Creekside will receive. Jackson Earl will take it in just inside the goal line and run it back past the 20-yard line. Near the 30, down around the 29, is where the Creekside Knights will start offensively. Creekside led out by the senior quarterback Harrison Letty. Letty had been the backup last year for the Knights after a couple seasons on JV, and he's a guy that knows the offense extremely well, Brody, a smart football player.
Yeah, I remember watching his first game on JV when he arrived at Creekside. A very smart QB. He's a game manager type of guy. Knows the offense in and out. Very smart player. Expect some big plays out of him tonight.
The Knights start with 4 receivers out wide. This is a Creekside team that in past years has been a very run-first team, but as there's an incompletion, he was looking for his tight end, Nixon Papinga. But this is a team, Brody, that they've struggled to get the run game going this year. Nearly all their offensive yardage has come through the air.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to win football games in high school football, you need to be able to run the ball, and I bet you they're going to try a lot tonight to get some type of run game established.
Letty, play action, fires, nearly intercepted by Jonah Roberson.
Yeah, I mean, Creekside going with 4 receivers still. They try to go to the out route in the flats, but number 4, Robertson, the corner was there. He was a flat defender. Almost been a pick. Would have been a crucial mistake to start the game.
Empty backfield for Letty. 3rd down and 10. Third and 10, Letty looking to run for the first down, and he does. Up to the 42-yard line, Harrison Letty, a guy whose longest rush this year has been 1 yard, picks up 12 there and moves the chains.
Great blocking by the O-line up front. Found him a big gap in the middle. No receivers are really open or open enough for his liking. Stepped up in the pocket, made it a great decision to run it. Great pickup by Harrison Letty.
The Knights were missing an offensive guard last week. He was out sick the entire week, and they feel the line has been improving each week. They're going to need them to perform well against Bartram's defense tonight. Right there, they did not, as that line is stopped dead in its tracks, making it 2nd down and 10 to go. Rolling left, Letty feeling pressure, fires an interception, running it back. That's DeMarco inside the 10, inside the 5, and inside the end zone. Connor DeMarco with the pick 6.
What a play by him. He's already got 2 picks on the season. And tonight, he gets another one. Letty just threw it right to him. There was no receivers around. Number 10, Connor DeMarco just gets it, and he almost takes it to the house. He actually got knocked out of bounds.
Oh,
the refs say. I thought he made it in the end zone there, Noah.
Yeah, I don't know why they are marking him out. They got a better view than I do. I mean, we're here looking into the sun through a window. But it sure looked to me like he was inbounds.
Just a great play by number 10, Connor DeMarco. Just, again, like I mentioned, already 2 picks on the year. Gets his 3rd one tonight. And that time he has a great return. A big leader for this Bartram Trail team. Great play by him.
Bartram Trail will talk things over. Great opportunity for this offense inside the 5-yard line. And I'm going back, and yeah, he did not step out of bounds.
Yeah, I really don't see what they saw there, but if anything, he ran out of bounds way earlier.
Yeah, I'm looking back at the replay, and maybe at the 14 DeMarco, but at the 4-yard line he was definitely in bounds.
I agree with you, Noah.
The offense trying to end up with 6 anyway. They got a great opportunity to do so. Colson Baum, the quarterback. The senior takes the snap. Let's go of a pass to Arthur Lewis on the screen. He is easily into the end zone, and Bartram Trail will strike first. It's 6-0.
Bartram Trail starts with a motion receiver to the left side. Surprised they went with the pass there, but it was just a simple swing to their halfback. Great blocking by the perimeter receivers and tight ends. And Arthur Lewis just found a gap, hit it, and he's in the end zone. Great play by him. Great start for Bartram Trail in this rivalry game. We haven't even passed 2 minutes, Noah.
10:45 to play. The extra point is up, and it is good. All touchdowns on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network are brought to you by Bono's Pit Barbecue, real pit barbecue since 1949. And that timeout Bartram Trail took before the touchdown brought to you by Donato's Pizza. Brody, what a start by the Bears.
I mean, that's just a picture-perfect start. You start on defense, so that's already a great sign. I mean, already a great thing that you're going to get the ball out of half. So you just want to be competent in the first half of the game, but start off with the near pick six by Connor DeMarco. Gets down at around the 4-yard line, and then they punch it in the next play. I mean, that's a picture-perfect start right there. Defense gets a stop. Offense scores on the first play. It's great by the Bartram Trail Bears to see if Creekside has an answer.
Connor DeMarco, a guy that head coach Corey John says is the definition of Bartram Trail. He's a smaller kid, 2-year starter, and he's earned the right to be in there, and he's performed extremely well.
Yes, he has. Again, I think he's one of the best players on the field tonight. Might not be the biggest kid, but he plays with a lot of heart. He's a gritty player, and obviously he knows where to be at the right place at the right time to get some picks. He's got 3 on the year already. We're 4 games in.
Jackson Earl takes the kick at the 10. Earl to the 30. Looks like he's around the 32. Man, Brody, that sun is killer.
Yeah, we are a little blind on this right side of the field. I got a hand in the way of the sun right now so I can see clearly.
Yeah, I'm looking on the broadcast. You guys feel it at home too, I think. The good news for all those at home, it is nearly below the tree line. Only a few more minutes of this, hopefully. Rozzy Sperry now in for Harrison Letty. Sperry, a miscommunication, throws the ball away. A flag flies. Sperry, the sophomore, has seen a good amount of time as well. 31 passing attempts. It's been a 2-quarterback system. And after the interception on the first drive, Sperry will take over, and it looks like the Knights will be behind the chains.
Yeah, miscommunication in the backfield. QB went one way, running back went the other way. Just not what you want to see on your first snap at QB. And then there's also a flag in the backfield. What was it, Noah? Was it a holding?
Holding.
Yeah, because it's 10 yards back there. So, I mean, just not a good start to this drive.
Sperry, the younger brother of Florida State quarterback Kevin Sperry. First down and 20. Play action. He was looking for Chase Dolan, off his hands, incomplete.
Yeah, just a simple hitch route from the number 3 spot. Just ball sails a little bit too high for him. Couldn't get both his hands on it. A fall incomplete and bring up second and long.
Sperry transferred into Creekside. Moved here from Texas over the summer. A guy who is extremely talented, has been drawing rave reviews over at the Creekside program. Still learning the system, getting comfortable, as right here he looks to run it himself. Brought down by the face mask, it looks like, as the ball came loose. But he came down before the ball popped out. Yeah, I'm not the only one who saw that face mask, right?
I didn't see a face mask, but, you know, I'm still a little blinded by staring at the sun for a little too long. But I will say he was definitely down. It was definitely not a fumble. That's what refs didn't even think twice about that one.
No flag on the play. 3rd down and 9. Sperry lets go off his back foot, and Chase Dolan is unable to bring it in. It would have been good for the first down. Instead, it's 4th down and 9, and Creekside will punt this one away.
They roll out the righty QB to the left side of the field, sets his feet and delivers a great ball, and a safe one as well. Low ball where only his guy can get it. Just couldn't haul it in from the receiver. Chase Dolan just barely dropped that one.
Javi Aponte, the punter, throws it, and Timmy Goodrich has got it. Past the 50, 40, into Bartram territory. How about that? Javi Aponte, the punter, flags flying. We've got some extracurriculars on that sideline. Came after the play, but this should be a big pickup on special teams.
I think they did the classic, like, they send 10 guys on the field and they hold one on the sidelines, and then right before the play's about to start, they put Timmy Goodrich just barely on the field as the 11th guy. So there's no Bartram Trail players that are accounting for him. Wide open over there. Punter just gets it and a catch radius for him. Throws a good enough ball for Timmy Goodrich to get up there and catch it.
Yeah, we were zoomed in on the snapper, so I couldn't see that sideline, but that's something we saw Creekside try to run last year, and it works right there.
Big play by Timmy Goodrich there. That's a very courageous move by Coach
penalty
Mack.
Goes against Bartram Trail, a personal foul, 15 more yards after the play. And now it's first down and 10 for Creekside inside the 15-yard line on the 14. Make it the 13, actually. 9:32 to play in the first quarter. Sperry hands it off. Davis Baldwin, the running back, goes inside the 10-yard line. And a good gain on first down for Creekside.
Yeah, they just go with the stretch play to the right side, the boundary side of the field. Found a little bit of room there. It's a solid rush right there for 5 yards. They'll bring up second and medium.
A run up the middle, and Davis Baldwin is in. It's a touchdown, Creekside, their first rushing touchdown of the season.
And what a time for it to come against their rivals, Bartram Trail, get their first rushing touchdown of the season. I mean, it's just a great fake punt over there. I mean, very courageous move to call that on your own territory. And very backed up. You needed like 20 yards to get the first down. 10 yards to get the first down. And it worked out for him very well.
Backed up on your own 30-ish yard line. You go with the fake punt. Then on 2 plays, you're into the end zone. The extra point is good from Landon Mendez. And we are all tied up. It's 7-7. All touchdowns on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network are brought to you by Bono's Pit Barbecue. Real pit barbecue since 1949. Brody, what a move to go with the fake punt. Your thoughts on that?
It's a courageous play to call. On one hand, if you convert, you look like a genius. And on the other hand, if you don't convert, everybody's going to be like, what are we doing? But right there, it worked out very well for Creekside. All you could do, if you're the Bartram Trail coaching staff, is tip your hat off and be like, that's a great play call.
And a huge momentum play as well. If you're Bartram Trail, you're getting that ball back. You got the interception, 1-play touchdown, 7-0 lead, getting the ball back to your offense. You feel like you're almost in control early on. And just like that, back even and a big swing of momentum to the night sideline.
The two things I mentioned pregame is big plays on defense and special teams plays, and we already got 2 big ones already.
Here's the kick. It'll be a touchback. And Bartram Trail's offense will take over. So not as good a field position as their last time, but not often you get to start on your opponent's 4-yard line. This time out, Brody, what are you interested to see from this Bartram Trail offense?
I'm intrigued to see what exactly their game plan is against this Creekside defense. I think it's a solid front 7. Creekside's may have gotten lit up on the scoreboard in previous games, but gone against really tough opponents. I'm excited to see if Bartram leans more run heavy or pass heavy.
Yeah, this is a Creekside team that is coming off of a nice performance last week against a very tough Spruce Creek side. It was a 27-13 loss. But signs of improvement from the Knights as they give to Arthur Lewis, and he'll get 3 yards forward to the 23. Lewis, one of the best players in the area.
Yeah, I mean, just a very explosive player and a phenomenal athlete. But right there, they go 2 sniffers to the left side, 2 receivers to the right. Just do a simple give to the left and found a little bit of room, but not much.
Empty backfield. This is a Bartram Trail team that will look to get the ball to Arthur Lewis in as many ways as possible. They are not afraid to use him. He's tied for the team lead in receptions. They gave it to him here on a jet sweep. He's got some blocks past the 35 for a first down. A flag back by the 25-yard line. And it looks like this one might be coming back, and it is.
They started an empty, and they motioned Arthur Lewis behind Colson Baum, turned it into an orbit type of speed option. And when you do that, there's a lot of blockers in space. And when there's blockers in space, it gives more room for holding calls to happen. And they just got bit with one there.
It'll be second down and about 16 yards to go. 2 running backs in the formation. Chris Timmons Jr. is the man you'll see alongside Lewis when they run this formation. He is to the left of Baum right now. They hand it to Lewis, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Big play by the Knights defensive front, and it'll be third down and 16.
Yeah, they go 2 backs to the backfield with the sniffer to the left side. It looked like a triple option there where there's a dive player, then it could turn into a speed option with the QB and the other halfback. They just gave a simple give up the middle. Creekside was ready for that one. It'll bring up 3rd and long.
Baum, the quarterback, is alone in the backfield. Looks like some confusion on offense right now. And the Bears are going to have to spend a timeout, much to the frustration of head coach Corey Johns. That is the second timeout already for Bartram Trail, and there's 7:01 to play in the first quarter.
Not a good timeout there that you want to burn. It's 3rd and forever. It's kind of unlikely that you're not going to get this first down anyways. And then right there, you got to burn a timeout for it. Not what you want to do, but players weren't getting lined up. They looked confused. This is a Bartram team that runs over 34 different formations. So it's a lot to learn on these kids on the team, and we're still a little early in the season, so still not fully comfortable with the playbook yet. Right there, it's going to cost them.
Some mistakes by both of these offenses early in the game. Baum rolling to his left. Short pass to Lewis, and it's going for a gain of about 8 yards. It'll be 4th down and 8 to go. And Bartram Trail will punt this ball away.
It's a great tackle by Sutton Hooker out there. You know, tracking down Arthur Lewis is never an easy task, and right there, good coverage on the play. Made it safe tackle, and that's going to bring out the Bartram Trail punt team.
A low snap takes a bounce. Punt is still away. Line drive takes a bounce at the 50, rolling to the 40, and will rest on the Creekside 38-yard line, where the Knights offense will take over. So this is a group that last time out cashed in with 7 points after a fake punt, and they will take the field after the water break here on Action Sports Jacks 24/7.
Action Sports Jax Friday Night Blitz. Every Friday, the only live streaming show in Jacksonville dedicated to high school football. Streaming on Action Sports Jax 24/7. Then we're packing all the highlights into a 30-minute show, Action Sports Jax Friday Night Blitz, and streaming on Action Sports Jax 24/7, Friday at 10:30 on Fox 30. Sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
Welcome back to Bartram Trail High School, the Battle of Longleaf Pine, live on Action Sports Jax 24/7. As the Creekside Knights with the football, 6:11 to go in the first quarter, and it's 7-all. Rozzy Sperry, the quarterback, running left, fires one off balance, downfield, incomplete, intended for Garen Blaylock.
Yeah, very good pressure by the Bartram defensive front there. Had around 3 linemen around the QB, Rozzy Sperry. Just didn't really have enough time to flip his hips and fire a shot, so kind of just sailed on him to bring up second down.
Timmy Goodrich with the reception. That's good for 5 yards, so third down, 5 to go. Where do you see the Knights going with 5 yards to pick up?
I wouldn't be surprised they rolled him out to the right side. He's rolled out. I mean, the QBs for Creekside's rolled out left multiple times tonight. And you'd rather your righty QB roll out right on the third down play.
Sperry gets rid of it quickly, and it's off the hands of Garen Blaylock, one he probably should have had. That'll bring up fourth down and 5 yards to go, and Creekside will bring on the punt team.
That's 2 third downs tonight. Creekside has drops right in the receiver's hands. And if you want to win a game like this, you got to execute on those plays. You got to execute on third down. It's one of the most important downs in football. But they're going to bring out the punt team this time, and I don't think they're faking it.
And you know Bartram's on high alert. That returner back around the 35, now taking some steps back as Aponte gets this punt to bounce at the 25, now inside the 15. Good punt from Javi Aponte, pins Bartram Trail down on their own 12-yard line. A long way to go for this Bears offense, and it was a 3-and-out for them last time.
Yeah, a long way for them to go. Starting to become a little position battle right now, field position battle right now. It's looking good for Creekside's defense if they can get a stop here. But Bartram needs to go out. They need to execute better. They need to know what their plays are. Last time they were having problems lining up. Right here, let's see if they can get something going.
Colson Baum is the quarterback. Bartram Trail has used a couple of guys this year, but Baum has been the main quarterback for this team. He'll take the majority of snaps and majority of drives. Gavin Peterson is the other. Looking to run this ball up the middle, and nothing is doing. Arthur Lewis maybe grabbing one on the play. Creekside's defensive front has done a nice job against the run so far.
Yeah, right there. They go in wildcat formation. Arthur Lewis just ran it up the middle. Couldn't find much room. Creekside's front seven playing some good run D so far.
4 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the first quarter. It is 7-all. Another wildcat formation here. No, it's Peterson, the quarterback. A little quick pass outside. And they'll pick up 2 more yards, setting up 3rd and 7. So Baum has come out on this drive, and it is Gavin Peterson. This is something we saw Baum do as the backup to Jaden Weatherly last year, was take the 3rd drive of every game. Baum was announced as the quarterback when they ran out there, but it is Peterson. He's 5 of 8 passing this year heading into the game with 37 yards. Empty backfield for him now. Call it 3rd and 6. Peterson Gets rid of it to Lewis on a screen, and he is hit inside the 15-yard line. It's a loss of 2 on the play, maybe 3. And Bartram Trail will be forced to punt again. Back-to-back 3-and-outs for the Bears.
Yeah, Bartram goes quads to the right, 4 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left, empty backfield. Just run a simple screen to the right side with those 3 receivers blocking. But Creekside, very physical on the perimeter there, kind of bottled that up. And some good gang tackling there.
And you can see frustration on the faces of Bartram Trail's offensive line and offensive players as they come back to the bench. Fair catch called in and hauled in by Jackson Earl. Creekside will get the ball on the Bartram Trail 49, and a big opportunity now for the Knights, setting up shop in their opponent's half of the field.
Yeah, getting really good field position, best field position so far for them in this game. This is a great time to go make something happen on offense.
And you can see the wheels starting to turn for this offense in the last couple of drives. Last time out, a 3-and-out, but really should have had a first down. There's been a couple of drops already from the receivers and some mistakes. Sperry looking up the sideline, incomplete. He was trying to connect with Garen Blaylock. Good coverage on the pass from Joel Reagans.
Yeah, 1 receiver to the left side, 2 to the right. Had a tight end on the line of scrimmage as an extra blocker to give Sperry some time to take a shot downfield. Just really good coverage by the Bartram Trail Bears defense. They'll bring up second down.
Sperry hands it off. Davis Baldwin will pick up 2 yards on the play. 2:58 to go in the first quarter. 7-7. Third down and long. Neither of these teams has done a great job of staying ahead of the chain so far.
No, having a hard time on first and second down, which is making their third downs even harder. Let's see what Creekside has cooked up here.
False start. And that's going to go against Dario Griffin. Maybe even 2 receivers on that right side went early. And that's the other thing. These offenses, there's been multiple flags against each of them already.
Big crowd, big rivalry game. Maybe some extra nerves out there. It's really filled out on this Creekside section, too. Bartram has a lot of fans out here. Maybe it's a little loud. Caused a false start there. Both teams, but yes, Noah, both teams having some execution problems to start this game.
Third and long. Sperry over the middle. Incomplete. Another dangerous pass that could have been intercepted.
Yeah, third and long. Just trying to take a shot. Just seeing if he can somehow get a catch there. Could have been a miscommunication. I'm not sure. Or could have just been a bad ball, but not really sure where he was going at with that ball. And here comes out the Creekside's punt team.
Aponte has had a couple of highlights already. A good punt last time out. This one high in the air. Bounces on the 25. Still rolling to the 20. This game is tied, but Creekside is winning the field position battle. They pinned Bartram Trail back inside their 20 again. Bears ball on their own 19. Bartram Trail, their first possession on offense started on their opponent's 4-yard line, got a touchdown, then back-to-back 3-and-outs. What do you want to see from this offense on this drive?
I would like for them to establish some type of run game and maybe try some runs outside the box. Every time they've gone up the middle, Creekside's blown it up. I would like to see if they can get Arthur Lewis and see if he can get an edge and make a play.
Yeah, they've been trying to get him outside. You've seen them work a couple screens, that outside run on a sweep. Right here, Wildcat formation, he hands it off. And that one isn't going anywhere either. Chris Timmons picks up about 3. Give him 4 officially. It's 2nd down and 6 with 1 minute and 35 seconds on the clock. Empty backfield. Baum motions a man inside. Jet sweep. Mario Middleton out on the near sideline. A minimal game if he got anything.
Creekside playing very disciplined defense so far. Other than that one play on the 4-yard line, they've been really doing really good stuff, setting edges and spilling blocks. Right there, that's another example of them setting an edge.
Clock ticks down, under 50 seconds to play in the first. Baum changing the play. Jet sweep to the left, and Middleton's got it again. Looking for the first down. It looks like he'll be maybe a yard shy. 4th down and short, and now does Bartram Trail get aggressive in their own territory?
I think they might they could be getting a little impatient here on offense. And
they're going to take this one to the second quarter and make their decision during the break. After one, we are tied on Action Sports Jacks 24/7. The Battle of Longleaf Pine, even through one.
Burgers or breakfast, you can get it all at Whataburger. Try something new on the menu or an all-time favorite like the Whataburger Patty Melt.
And now you can have breakfast here at Whataburger 12 hours a day, 11 p.m. until 11 a.m. Menu items like the bacon taquito, sausage taquito, honey butter chicken biscuit. Whether you work the late night shift, just want a snack early in the morning to get your day started, or a little pick-me-up late in the morning, 12 hours a day, breakfast served, 11 p.m. until 11 a.m.
A dozen locations in Jacksonville. You can order pickup or delivery and download the Whataburger app. New rewards members get free Whataburger items when placing their first online order. Just download the app. And for us coffee drinkers, Whataburger has all new hot coffee and iced coffee too. Satisfy that coffee craving at Whataburger 24/7, and it comes in a variety of flavors. Burgers, breakfast, coffee, and so much more. Whataburger, just like you like it.
4th and short. Bartram Trail with the ball to start the second quarter. 7-7 is our score, and we're waiting to see if they send out the punt team or if they're going to go for it on 4th and 2.
I'm waiting to see when they're going to flip sides of the field. You know, every time a quarter ends, the ball's supposed to flip sides of the field.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, 2 seconds.
So we just had a full...
Did they call timeout? I think Bartram Trail spent a timeout right there. Oh, no, it was against Creekside. So the Knights calling timeout. I don't know why either side would spend a timeout right there.
Yeah, confused of what happened there, but...
So they get the punt away. And it goes out of bounds on the Creekside 43 is where they're going to put it. And that will take us to the second quarter, but we've already used our commercial break, so let's keep things here and talk about your takeaways from the first quarter of play, Brody.
My takeaways is start off with Creekside's offense matched up with the Bartram Trail's defense. First drive, Harrison Letty throws a pick in the first drive of the game. Connor DeMarco, what a play by that young man. But after that, we have not seen Letty after that play. They have put in the backup QB, Sperry, the younger player with maybe a little bit more athleticism. They've been moving the ball a little bit better, but still not really connecting and not really doing much on offense to really move the ball. The one touchdown they had was a fake punt, which was a great play. And then they had 2 runs by the halfback Davis Baldwin, and he got in the end zone. But other than that, really not much movement of the ball in the Creekside's offense. And talking about the Bartram's offense, not really much movement there. So it's a very defensive game so far, just kind of waiting for a spark to happen so we can start seeing some points on the board.
Credit to the defenses, though. Both front sevens have been all over things on the line of scrimmage. Sperry, the quarterback again, dumps it off to his running back, Baldwin. Still on his feet, shakes off of a block, gets the first down and into Bartram Trail territory. A couple of players down behind the play. 2 Bartram Trail Bears are injured, 1 back up on his feet. One was Liam Halden. The other still down back on the Creekside 45. I do not have a number on. Creekside will have a 1st and 10 on the Bartram Trail 46. With 11:47 to play in the second quarter. Up and moving now is Izzy Garza-Tung. A defensive end. Started on this team last year. Off to a good start this season. Good sign to see him up and walking off the field. And it doesn't look like any athletic trainers are sticking with him either, so hopefully good to stay in the game.
Yeah, hopefully he's just caught a bad cramp or something there, and he's up and moving, doing some stretching now it seems like. It's a good sign.
1st and 10. Play action. Screen pass. Dropped by Chase Dolan.
Yeah, right there. Creekside goes 11 personnel, 1 halfback, 1 tight end in the formation. Just a simple bubble route to the right side. That's another drop by Chase Dolan tonight. That's 2 drops. Uncharacteristic out of that young man. It brings up 2nd down.
Sperry to Blaylock. Past the 40-yard line. He'll be shy of the 1st down.
Just a out route from the outside receiver, Blaylock. Nice throw and catch there. Great timing by the QB and the receiver.
3rd down, 3 yards to go. And this is 4-down territory, I think, for the Knights. Looking to pass. Taking a shot. Blaylock on the sideline. Hauls it in. Was he in bounds? No, he was not. Was looking to moss him.
Yeah, he was. Creekside shown so far. That's their 2nd shot taken of the game. I expect to see more tonight out of them.
And both of them have gone to number 9.
Yeah, number 9. I feel like if that ball was a bit deeper, he probably would have got it, but had to come back to the ball. Just a hard catch to make. But
and as anticipated, the Knights going for it on 4th and 3. Looking to pass. Sperry under pressure. It's a screen to Baldwin, the running back, and he's got space. He's in the clear. It's a touchdown, Creekside.
wow. That is one great play call there. They motioned number 4, Timmy Goodrich, to the left side. You're probably thinking if you're Bartram's defense that they're going to do a sprint out to the left side and have some route combinations going that way. Creekside done it multiple times in this game so far. But right there, they fake it there, and Davis Baldwin just leaks out the backfield in the middle of the field, and Bartram just was not ready for it.
They let everyone through. They thought they had that play under wraps, and perfect screen call right there. The extra point is good, and Creekside has their first lead of the game. It is 14-7 in favor of the Creekside Knights after the 39-yard touchdown. All touchdowns on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network are brought to you by Bono's Pit Barbecue, real pit barbecue since 1949. Some score updates from around the area at halftime. Nice leads Fletcher 15-6. St. Augustine leads Riverside 27-14 in the second quarter. And Bowles is up 9-0 over Bishop Kenny in the second. You'll be able to view all of those games on the Friday night Zone Blitz starting here in 15 minutes on YouTube and the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 stream. Mandarin and First Coast at Baker County. Some good matchups in the area tonight, and we're off to a good start in this one. 10:53 to play in the second quarter, and it's 14-7 Knights. They go for a chip kick here, brought in and fumbled. Who's got it? Creekside says they have it. Waiting on the signal. It's Knights football.
Wow, they go with just a sky kick to the right side, and one of the upbacks from the Bartram Trail Bears tries to catch it, just bounces right off him. Creekside defender lays a good pop on him. Ball just goes flying around. Jackson Earl got a hand on it, then went flying the other direction. And I couldn't see it from there, but Creekside got their hands on it. It's another big special teams play tonight by the Knights.
I want to say Brian Kluke was the one who recovered it. We've seen that over the years from Creekside. That's one of their onside kicks almost that they'll use. And the Knights get the ball on the Bartram Trail 34. Sperry taking a shot to Blaylock and just missed him. He had him open, led him a bit too much.
Yeah, having a hard time delivering that go ball. Blaylock was open there yet again.
You can tell the Knights want to get it to him. They've been targeting him. I believe that's his fourth or fifth target of the night.
He's going to get a whole lot more. I think that's one of their best threats on offense. And I think they'll just try to start getting them into the flats and screen games, get them loose, get them warmed up.
Feeling pressure over the middle. It's caught by the tight end. Papinga down inside the 20. And he'll have the 15.
That is a lot of misdirection there by the Knights offense. What a play call there. Shades of Clemson and Trevor Lawrence. You fake a screen left, you fake the screen right, and then you hit the seam with the tight end. What a play there.
Now a handoff up the middle to Baldwin. This will be a minimal game. Nice stop there by the Bartram Trail defense to hold him to 2. And you can feel right now Creekside with a big chance here to grab a lot of momentum in this game and create a nice advantage for themselves. They lead by 7 already. They're inside the red zone. 10:08 to go in the second quarter.
They got to execute highly here. They're in the Bartram red zone, but this Bartram defense, it's a solid one, and as they get backed up, they play better.
Sperry takes it himself, got some space, to the 10, still rolling, and he trucks his way down to the 1, just shy of the goal line.
Great run by him there. You can see the athleticism, but I think here comes the Wildcat formation.
Jackson
Creekside
Earl
is
coming
out
onto the field. They've got a linebacker out there in Josh Guy, as well as Sutton Hooker, a linebacker next to Earl, who lines up to take the snap. Earl runs it, and he is in. Just like that, it is 20-7 Creekside.
Just a simple Wildcat formation play call. They just run like a power type play to the right side. Jackson Earl, a tough runner, used to be a halfback before he turned safety. And right there you can see the powerfulness out of him. Just a great play, great play call. And hey, the Creekside offense, they're starting to rumble.
They're cooking right now. Extra point is good. How about the Knights? Really, things have taken a turn since that fake punt, since that Bartram Trail touchdown after the interception. 21 unanswered points from the Creekside Knights. 9:41 to go in the second quarter, and it is 21-7 Creekside.
This is a very crucial part in the game right now when you're talking to your teammates.
And just look at the body language on the Bartram Trail sideline.
This is a big time for your leaders to step up and be like, hey, guys, we got a lot of football to play. You got to play 48 minutes in high school football. I think they really just need to get the band together. They're a good, solid football team, and see if they can get something going here.
Yeah, you've got some explosive playmakers. Arthur Lewis is a guy who can take it to the house on any given play. It's a 14-point game. You get the ball back at half. Bartram Trail still in this game for sure. And we've seen in this rivalry over the years that there's going to be moments that are hard as a flag flies on the Creekside sideline. They go for that sky kick again. It's not going to matter. I think it's going to be a sideline warning. Yeah, and it is.
But back to what you were saying, Noah, there's going to be some tough moments in these games. There's plenty of games where Creekside were up in the game and they blew the lead, and Bartram came out with the win. It's happened multiple times. So, again, a lot of football to be played. I would not expect this to be an easy win from this point for Creekside.
Yeah, this is always a dogfight. You think back to last year. That was a game that went back and forth and back and forth. One team would strike, the other team would throw a haymaker, and it would be just really down to the last second is what it came down to. Bartram Trail got all the way down to the 4-yard line before the game ended after Creekside scored with 50 seconds to go. They came back from down 14 in the fourth quarter. This is a game that you're going to see a long battle throughout. And if you're these teams, you got to be ready to fight all the way through. The kick is taken in on the 26. Whistles blowing. Play is stopped. Creekside has the football, but it's not going to matter because the play ended 8 seconds ago. And we're going to re-kick.
Looks like an offsides on the Creekside special teams there. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. They're going to have to back them up a little bit there.
It's taken a long time to get this kickoff.
Yeah, was that a sideline warning the first time?
Yep.
Yeah, sideline warning. The next one you get will be a flag, so got to get your players back and coaches back there.
You know who's ready right now is Chris Timmons. He's just received both of these kicks. Creekside has made it pretty clear they're looking to go with that little sky kick.
Let's see if they go with it still or they switch it up. Third time's a charm. Let's see if we can get a playoff.
They kick this one off with 9 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the first half. Back to the sky kick. Timmons calls for a fair catch. And he has it on the Bartram Trail 25. So this is a Bears team right now that's looking to fight back. 21 unanswered points by that Creekside team. Bartram Trail right now, they've got to get some space for Arthur Lewis to work.
Yeah, I agree. And once you start getting him cooking, the rest of your offense can open up a lot of opportunities for your offense there. Get your playmaker the ball. You go Arthur Lewis, and then fake an Arthur Lewis and go a different way. Let's see what they do with this drive here. They're starting with an empty backfield.
The Bears getting ready to take over. Empty backfield.
8 seconds on the play clock.
They snap it with 4. Baum under pressure, feeling it, steps up in the pocket, and is finally brought down back around the 23.
Looked like some type of screen play developing. Not sure if that was just eye candy or if it was supposed to be a QB draw, but definitely some confusion there from the Bartram Trail offense. And here comes the backup QB, Gavin Peterson.
Sutton Hooker was the one to finish that play off. Peterson, as Brody said, now the quarterback. Screen pass, gets it away. It's a trick play. Baum still in the game. Throws it back to Peterson, and he's got daylight. Big hit laid on him at the 41. What a play call there by Bartram Trail. Picks up 19.
Yeah, that's a great play call and a crazy one, too. I don't know if they gave the first player they threw it to on the right side. It looked like he was looking for a pass downfield. Creekside was there on the route being run. I wonder if Bartram gave him the option. If it's open, take it. If it's not, throw it back. I was really curious of what was going on there in the offensive huddle.
Hey, it worked.
Oh, great play.
That one did not. Brian Harris, the Oklahoma commit, in with a big tackle for loss. He met Arthur Lewis as that ball was being handed off.
Yeah, I mean, Creekside's front seven just got off the ball there. Great play by them. I want to give credit to Harris Oliver on making that tackle last play. There's a lot of blockers in front. He laid a big hit on the QB.
2nd down and 14, rolling right and running it is Baum. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage and make it 3rd and 10. 7:35 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, it just looked like a flood type of combination going to the right side with out routes and go balls and comebacks coming that way. And Colson Ball just couldn't find anything. Tried to go upfield with a running play or try to run it himself. Just didn't work out there. Bring up 3rd and long.
Baum looking downfield, tucks to run, and is hit at the 44. It'll be 4th and 8.
Great tackle by Blake Weeks there.
Bartram Trail not yet bringing out the punt team. And now they make the move to kick this one away.
Creekside trying to get their special teams unit on the field.
What is going on? An awkward snap. I'm not sure if Creekside jumped or if there's a false start.
Well, they were trying to get players off the field. So they might have just, if he might have just said hike while there's players still on the field, which will result in a 5-yard penalty if I'm not mistaken. See, in high school football, when you sub out players on offense, and Bartram does it a lot, especially with all the formations they run. When you sub out players on offense,
Trail fans are making a commotion right now, yelling to go for it. Sorry, Brody.
You're good. Yeah, you're good.
The kick is away. Fair catch. And Creekside will have the ball on their own 19. There were a lot of fans who were very angry about that punt.
Yeah, seeing a lot of commotion in the stands here. Parents a little frustrated with the play calling on offense and special teams.
With 6 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the first half, that will take us to the water break. Back in 30 seconds in our Whataburger game of the week.
What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're going to get him on the ground, and that's going to end the ball game.
We show no mercy.
Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown!
Duval! ETN is going to take it all the way!
Right here on CBS 47.
CBS 47. Right here.
Your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars strike first.
Go Jags.
First and 10. The Creekside Knights taking over. Offense running out. It's the first time they haven't started by midfield in a while. We'll see how this field position is used by the Bartram defense. Creekside taking a shot. Sperry has got Chase Dolan.
Flag on the play.
The catch was made at the 35. We'll see if it stands.
Great throw and catch, though.
Holding against Creekside will bring that one back.
Yeah, they fake a stretch to the right side of the field, do a bootleg with the QB, had a tight end going flat, and had Chase Dolan with a deep out route or type of out route, a corner. Great ball there by Sperry. Makes him come back to the ball where the DB just doesn't have a chance to make a play on it. But all that for nothing because of the holding call. Holding call is the biggest way to stall out a drive.
Yeah, that might be the biggest momentum killer for an offense in the sport.
Yeah, I mean, 10 yards is very costly. 5 yards you can deal with a little bit, but 10 yards, that could definitely start a drive. Now we got a ref timeout of some sorts.
Checking the spot of the ball. Right now starting on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, the Friday night Zone Blitz, giving you live look-ins and reactions to Bradford at Nice, Nice at Fletcher, Bowles at Bishop Kenny, and First Coast at Baker County alongside this game. You can view that on ActionSportsJacks.com and the Action Sports Jacks YouTube channel, wherever you get your sports content. Dario Griffin with the reception for Creekside. Little quick out route there. Gain of about 5 yards will set up second down and 15.
Great play on first and forever. I mean, you want to get some yards and put a dent into this yardage you got to cover. Right there, just a quick play to chip away at it.
Sperry to Blaylock. Gets around the corner and gets up to the 25-yard line.
Another short pass there, a hitch route on the outside for Blaylock. Very strong runner, Coach Mack says. When he gets the ball in his hands and he gets an open space, he can make people miss. But what's sneaky about him is a very strong runner. Might see some broken tackles out of him tonight.
3rd down and 4. And Creekside got him to jump. And that will give Creekside a first down with 5 minutes to go in the first half. And how about that from the Creekside offense? Backed up first down and 20. 2 plays where the big thing Creekside talked about, talking with Coach Sean McIntyre coming into this game, he said they've struggled to take what they're given offensively. Rozzy Sperry does that there. They get them to jump off sides on 3rd and 4, and just like that, new set of downs. Davis Baldwin is going to fall forward for a yard, making it 2nd down and 9. Yeah, it's been a struggle for Creekside's offense, and they've faced 3 tough opponents in Mandarin, Nice, and Spruce Creek. But they feel like they've been pressing offensively and have needed to do a better job of taking what the defense gives them. So you can never go broke taking a gain, and that's what they did right there. Sperry under heat, feeling some heat, throws it away, making it 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, you had to roll out left there. And when you got to do that, you got to flip your hips to make a throw. Didn't have enough space to do that. Had a Bartram Trail defender tailing him. That's why the ball came out awkwardly. He's just trying to, maybe he was trying to throw the ball away. I'm not sure. But I'll bring up 3rd and 10.
The cowbells coming out on the Bartram Trail side. Some time for Sperry. Throws downfield, incomplete. It was intended for Chase Dolan.
Bartram just absolutely ready for that play there. It looked like everything on the field was covered. I seen an out route down here by Timmy Goodrich, double covered, while that ball thrown to Chase Dolan was also double covered. So really good job by them there, and that's a crucial stop. And Bartram's definitely thinking, let's get some points on the board before half.
Yeah, gets you right back in this game.
Yeah. They get ball at half, too.
Mm-hmm. Javier Ponte for the punt. Gets it away. It is muffed by Middleton. Bartram Trail wants a flag. For now, it will be Bartram Trail football on their own 43, but I think the officials are going to discuss. Brody, that was close. It looked like they were falling around Middleton. They definitely affected the reception of that punt.
Yeah, and if they did, it's going to be on Creekside because he called for a fair catch, so you cannot touch him, even when he catches it. So,
and I think they did right before he caught that football.
Yeah. Not sure exactly. I don't see how a flag could possibly be on Bartram, though, on that play.
No, it would not be on Bartram.
Yeah.
I think they're discussing to see if they touched him, because after you fumble, it becomes a live ball. You're able to touch him. So I'm wondering if they're discussing to see if they touched him before or after.
If there's no flag on the play, then they blew the whistle way early. And that would be, honestly, a bad call by them, a bad play for the refs. But if there's a flag, then they had every right to blow that whistle.
And you can see the official now explaining the call to Corey Johns, who does not look happy about it. So they are not going to throw the flag on one that I think that play probably deserved it.
If they're not going
to go back to the replay and just take a look. Let's see. Middleton was definitely hit. But the question, Brody, was it before or after the ball arrived and he fumbled?
I think it was before from the replay I just saw. And that just leaves the question, why are the refs blowing the whistle so early? Let the play out, and then you can discuss what just happened. You could throw the flag and discuss what happened. But I'm really confused of why they blew the whistle there.
A long pause now as they explain the call to both sides. There's 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the second quarter. And now more official conference. It's 21-7 Creekside. Bartram Trail with a chance here. Solid field position at midfield. You go get that touchdown. You get the ball back after the half with a chance to tie.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what they're thinking to do. Just right now, that they definitely focused on the play that just transpired. A lot of confusion on the field for sure.
And they are going to march this one off. So after long discussion, it'll be a 15-yard penalty against the Knights, and I think they get that call right.
Yeah, they got that call right there. And I'm glad they did because
it's a big play in the game.
Yeah, it is, and I want this game to be called correctly. And glad they fixed that up there.
It'd be weird if you didn't, Brody.
Yeah.
Bartram Trail with the ball now on Creekside's 45. Empty backfield for Baum. Fakes the jet sweep to Middleton. Feeling some heat. Gets a pass complete to Wendell, who gets down to the 30, still rolling. Brought down in a gang tackle. Powers Wendell with his first catch of the season. And it's 1st and 10, Bartram Trail on the Creekside 29-yard line.
Great
28.
play. Great play by Colson Baum there, rolled out right. Almost got sacked. I thought he was going to get sacked, but found a way out of it. Rolled back to the left side. Found a Bartram Trail receiver. Great pitch and catch there. Just a very athletic play from Colson Baum.
Play action. Baum looking downfield, seeing nothing. Makes a guy miss. Still going. And he gets to around the 25-yard line. 3:26 on the clock.
That's 2 plays back-to-back. Colson Baum running around like a madman, making people miss. Very impressive 2 plays by him there. He just turned a 5-yard sack into a 5 to 4-yard gain.
2nd down. 7 yards to go. Baum lets go of a screen pass. And a loss of 1 on the play. Rowan Thompson on the tackle. Reese Moore with the reception.
Great play by the Knights D-line, one of the Knights D-linemen, Rowan Thompson. He noticed he's unblocked, and usually what that means is there's a screen coming, so he flipped his eyes to the side of the field, found the screen, and just made a tackle, and I think Bartram lost some yards there.
It'll be 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Pass batted at the line. Josh Guy makes the play. Bringing up 4th down and 8. From here, it would be around a 45-yarder. Just inside of it.
Great play by Josh Guy. That's a big linebacker, D-end right there.
Just made the switch to defensive end. And they like that.
Yeah, he's made a big impact play there on 3rd down. Here comes 4th.
4th down and 8. Bartram Trail trying to move the sticks. Bomb is hit, breaks a sack, throws. It is incomplete, batted and broken up by Jackson Earl, and the Creekside Knights get the turnover on downs.
Great coverage downfield by the Knights, but also that's another play where Bartram's O-line just letting up too many defenders in the backfield. Colson Baum running around, trying to make something happen. Try to let it rip there. Just great coverage by Jackson Earl. And here comes the Knights offense, and they might just be trying to drain out the rest of this clock and get out of here with a 2-score lead at halftime.
2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the second quarter. I will propose the other option, Brody, is you get aggressive, you try to put more points on the scoreboard and really cement your position going into the second half.
That's the option I'd go with, too. But they start off with a run play there. Not much working. Just made it back to the line of scrimmage. All he could do there. Creekside.
No hurry to get the snap off.
I used to play there, Noah.
You did. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sperry to Blaylock. Shakes 2 guys off past the 40-yard line. Get him to the 42.
Great chase down tackle by Connor DeMarco there. If he doesn't make that tackle, he could have been out of there and grabbed Creekside 6. It's a dynamic player in Blaylock. Let's see what Creekside does on this first down.
1st and 10. Play action. Sperry fires downfield, and it's caught by Timmy Goodrich.
Well, they're hurrying up now, Noah.
Clock stops with 58 seconds to go in the second quarter. 21-7, Creekside is our score. Knights with the ball on the Bartram 42. Sperry takes another shot. Blaylock is open, and he's got him! Down inside the 15.
There's an out and up, and honestly, it's just a great drive, play calling wise, by the Creekside Knights. And the first out route they got, Blaylock almost broke it out and got out of there. So Bartram was aware of that. They saw another out route developing, turned out into an out and up by Blaylock. Great route by him and got by the defender. And just a really good 2 setup plays there.
The Knights offense and the Knights passing game is rolling. Sperry to the end zone now. Incomplete. It looked like they were trying to fake the screen, and Bartram Trail was not biting.
Yeah. Either that or miscommunication on the play call. Because both receivers ran upfield. It wasn't like one of them stayed back for the. So, not sure what there. I think he just kind of threw that one away. And bring up second down.
2nd and 10. 40 seconds to go in the second quarter. They give on a stretch. Davis Baldwin down around the 10. There's a flag back on the 16, and it's holding against Creekside.
That's a bad spot to get a holding call there.
At the very least for the Knights, you want to stay in field goal range.
Yeah, that's going to back them out of it, if I'm not mistaken. So now they got some ground to cover with 35 seconds left on the clock.
Landon Mendez, the kicker, he's had some powerful extra points. You can tell he's got a leg on him. His long this year is 33. So you need to get on the 15 to match that.
The Knights have 2 timeouts to use.
And 35 seconds to work with.
So it's not like they have to go. It's not like they have to run a play towards the sideline to stop the clock. They can throw it down the middle of the field or stay in bounds if they want. They got 2 to burn.
2nd and 20 from the 24. We'll call it 9 yards to field goal range. Sperry improvising. Taken down from behind. Nice play there by Major Grandos. The junior gets his 2nd sack of the year.
Great play by him. He was tracking him, and Creekside's letting the clock drain.
Granados, and this is his first year ever playing football. The clock's still running. Creekside finally uses a timeout with 9 seconds to go.
It's very questionable right there. Trying to get points before half, and they could have called timeouts at like 16, 17 seconds left on the clock.
At the same time, though, right here, it's probably going to be a pass, and you don't want to give Bartram Trail time, but are they going to – they don't have any time really to get downfield.
Yeah, and especially with the way your defense has been playing, there's really only 7 points on the board for the Bears because of an offensive error that, Connor DeMarco got a pick and turned it down to the 4-yard line. So it's easy to punch it in from 4 yards out. So, a little confused there. Lost about 8 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, it'll be 3rd down and 24 yards from the 27-yard line. But yeah, Major Granados, who just made that sack, an incredible story. He's a junior, moved here the past offseason from Chicago, came to the coaches and said he was interested in trying out football, and he had never played before. He's a very explosive, very physical player, described by Coach Corey Johns, and says, we have a hard time blocking him in practice. He had a pick 6 against Sumner and leads the team in tackles. How about that? Play action. Sperry running right, throws it away. 2.6 seconds to go.
Looks like they're going to send out the is that the kicking unit?
Yeah, they're going to try for a field goal here. It's a long ways out. 44 yards.
I thought we're really far. I thought they were going to try to take a shot at the end zone, but
2.6 seconds to go. Why not?
Yep, why not?
And again, Mendez has shown he's got a big leg. Let's see what he's got.
This would be impressive.
Trouble with the snap. The kick is up. Does he have enough? No, he does not. The kick falls short, and that will take us to half. Nice defensive stand there by Bartram Trail to Creekside from furthering their advantage. But they do lead 21-7 as we hit the halftime break in our Whataburger Game of the Week.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com. Burgers or breakfast, you can get it all at Whataburger. Try something new on the menu or an all-time favorite like the Whataburger Patty Melt.
And now you can have breakfast here at Whataburger 12 hours a day, 11 p.m. until 11 a.m. Menu items like the bacon taquito, sausage taquito, honey butter chicken biscuit. Whether you work the late night shift, just want a snack early in the morning to get your day started, or a little pick-me-up late in the morning, 12 hours a day, breakfast served, 11 p.m. until 11 a.m.
A dozen locations in Jacksonville. You can order pickup or delivery and download the Whataburger app. New rewards members get free Whataburger items when placing their first online order. Just download the app. And for us coffee drinkers, Whataburger has all new hot coffee and iced coffee too. Satisfy that coffee craving at Whataburger 24/7, and it comes in a variety of flavors. Burgers, breakfast, coffee, and so much more. Whataburger, just like you like it. Baker Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Tony Mazzio, Stanwood High School, class of 2002.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com. East right now going backwards. That Fletcher defense is ramping things up since we got on with the Friday night zone blitz. What do you like about Fletcher's football team and what C4 is doing? We've talked a lot about Nice, and they've earned the conversation when we've had the Friday night zone blitz. They score all the time. Draft's doing a great job. I think by now people know the story. What about Fletcher out at the beach and what they've been able to do? He really likes his football team.
Yeah, I think he's done a good job of really, especially defensively a little bit. You know, they've known to be known for offense in the past, but I think defensively those guys up front really control everything and let the linebackers sort of scrape and run. And he's got some good talent in the secondary, and I think they're a little better defensively than they've been in the past.
Yeah, no scoring there in the third quarter. They head to the fourth, still 15-6. And, hey, Bryson Wright alert. Not the guy you want to leave 20 yards wide open. How does he do this? Another 90-yard play. My goodness, it's Bryson Wright.
Coach, I mean, I was just going to ask Sully, and I'll ask him anyway. But I mean, how does that guy get that open? I mean, how don't you have 4 people?
Well, he's probably got good separation skills, yeah.
Separation skills? I mean, yeah. He's in a different zip code by the time he caught that.
I mean, I don't understand. Like, it's like he's their best player, so we got to know where he is every time. It's not like rocket science. You know, we don't need 2 guys running to the out route, let him run through the middle of the field.
Yeah, I was seriously, as we were taking these 2 games and showing you that, I was going to ask you, I was like, well, how do you defend them? Like, what do you do? And it seems like Bradford, to this point, had done a pretty good job. I mean, all they've given up is a punt return touchdown to, guess who, Bryson Wright. And then they give up this play. They obviously blew the coverage somewhere. I mean, there's no way that was designed. What do you do? I mean, do you bracket them? Do you put extra guys on that side? I mean, what do you do defensively?
You're going to put a guy in his face and a guy over the top and make those other guys beat you. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make you move him around and make him go in motion and do what they don't want him to do. But you can't just, let him run around not covering him. That's a touchdown.
Yeah, that's obviously an easy touchdown. I have no idea about this because we always talk about, hey, double guy up. Like, we were going to talk about that with the Jags, right? Brian Thomas Jr. will see shaded coverage because he had such a big year, all that. But, like, in high school, it's almost like 2 guys might not be enough against him because He's just so much better and bigger than so many of these kids at this level. I mean, do you tinker with even a third guy on that side of the field? Can you mathematically even do that as a defensive coordinator?
Well, I don't think you can do that because then you're putting 3 guys to 1, and now you're playing 8 against 10. At least if you go 1 guy in his face and 1 guy over the top, everything he catches is going to get contested.
Yeah.
And it's make him throw to the other guys. And Maynard does a good job because they don't line him up in the same spot all the time, which some schools do. But that, to me, is what you've got to do with him because then you need to make everybody else beat you.
Well, he beat him.
Yeah, just ran down the field.
Let's see it again. Let's take another look.
How does this happen? All right, so let's watch. He's at the bottom of the screen. Oh, they had 2 guys. Coach saw it right away.
Yeah.
2 guys went to the out route.
Yeah, they went to the wrong guy.
It was like they had the wrong number, with all due respect to the other receiver. But, I mean, they just totally blew the play.
Yeah.
And good. Hats off to Maynard. Yeah. They saw him. I mean, they might have been looking for him.
Oh, yeah.
You could have scored on that one.
Yeah, Coach, it's actually a really nice job by not saying this, it looks like, too. The sophomore quarterback, he looks at the out route to kind of with his eyes, and those guys read his eyes and started to run after that out.
Yeah, but and again, the out route is a 5-yard play.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what drives you crazy about coaching high school kids. You know.
Yeah, that's a lot to ask high school kids to kind of compute all that at the same time. But, you know, as a coach, I'm sure they're sitting there like, we are not letting this guy beat us. But I also don't know really why they kicked it to him earlier.
Yeah,
and I know you have a little bit less chance to do that in high school,
That hasn't been my PSA will be this week.
Kick it out of bounds.
Last week it was you don't have to kick deep on kickoff. This week will be don't punt to him.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we'll have a new PSA. We'll have a Bryson Smith PSA for coaches in the area. With all due respect to the young man, we'll have a full
a lot of respect
portfolio.
For him, but if they're going to do it, they can pay.
Yeah, I mean, Bryson Wright's wearing number 1. That's he should be a number 1 priority, right?
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
But Maynard defense playing really well, too, against Bradford. I don't know what Bradford has offensively, Coach. They always have a good defense. They've done a nice job first couple of weeks offensively, but I think they don't have as much firepower as they've had the last couple of years on that side of the ball. What have you heard?
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to spread it out a little bit more than they have in the past. You know, in the past, they sort of bully balled you a little bit and ran it at you and then threw off of it. But this year they're trying to spread it out and get it to their guys a little bit, and I don't know if they're built for that.
Just saw Braden Felder with a huge pickup for the Nice Panthers. Remember, they're leading this thing 15-6 into the 4th quarter already. So no scoring in the 3rd, but a touchdown here for Nice would be huge.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it looks like it might be too much to overcome if you're Fletcher anyway offensively. I'll tell you what, Fight for Kids that we've talked about, they've been great. The Felder kid's been terrific for Nice. I mean, he's all over the place.
You get a touchdown, 2-point conversion, you're up 3 possessions. So something to keep an eye on here for Nice as they move the ball.
And Fletcher's defense doing a really nice job in the second half, but now they've kind of broken through. Nice has, and there's the touchdown run.
Enrique Ordonez, your running back, who takes it in for the touchdown. 21-6, extra point or 2, pending. See what they decide to do here. Let's see if they have a book. They got the book on the sideline. You're up by 15 in the 4th quarter. Do you kick an extra point to make it a 2-score game, or do you go for 2?
I think you probably kick an extra point.
I think they'll go for 2.
Oh, you think 2?
We'll find out.
Draft's pretty aggressive, too, but I don't know. They seem like they were all coming off the field. I'd say extra point.
Yeah, they got the kicker out there. Just trying to play the math game out here,
It's not a bad math game.
Trying to get it to
17.
17.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But
16 works too.
Right, guaranteed. Now they got to score 4 times essentially. You know, if you think about it, with the 2-point play being more of a score than an extra point. But
it's 16 now, right?
Yeah, and that's 22-6.
22-6, 10 minutes and 21 seconds to go in that game.
Hey, Weber, give us an update on the scoreboard. What else we got going on?
Yeah, a couple of scores that really stuck out to me. Riverside Generals, 28-27.
Whoa!
On St. Augustine.
They got down 27-14 in that game. They've come back and taken the lead.
27-21 at the half. So they were down 6 at the half. They've taken a 1-point lead now to start the second half. They just scored a touchdown there. Reigns on the road at Orlando Lake Mary, 17-3 in that game at the half, where trying to get some highlights from our friends down in Orlando for that one. Stay tuned.
Hold on a second.
See about
I just
that.
want
Yeah.
a quick thought from you on that Riverside St. Aug game. Riverside's been off to a slow start. They're playing all of Clay County, and they've lost. And St. Aug coming off that big win, up 27-14. It surprised me a little bit. Surprised you, 28-27?
Yeah, most definitely. But I believe that the wideout may not be playing tonight, Wingo.
Oh, Wingo.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure about that, but that's sort of something that I heard this week, that he may be out tonight.
Well, it doesn't seem like offense has been their problem, 27 points.
Well, he's a two-way guy, too. So, he made that game-sealing, pass deflection to end the game against Bowles last week. Some of the other scores for you, Oakleaf up 21-7 over a really good Hawthorne team. That's another one of those clash of styles, very Mandarin Bradford-esque, right?
Yeah.
Small school
I was going to say small school,
comes
big
to
school,
Jacksonville
right?
to play a big school, so that's that score. Let's see. Game I was at, Menendez 28-6 on Terry Parker.
Menendez is playing pretty well. Doing a nice job down there.
They battled Beachside to a 20-14, and they were at the goal line about to score to take the lead when they had a turnover.
Wow.
I was talking to the ball boys, the JV kids were telling me that they Marshawn Lynched it. They were like second down at the goal line, and they threw it and threw a pick instead of running it. So.
I think Coach is doing a really good job down there at Menendez.
Yes.
And they've got talent down in that area too,
Rivers,
Coach, right? The big thing down there is you got to keep the talent so they don't go other places.
Right.
Yeah, without a doubt for that one. Let's see what else we got. Fleming Island 26-7 on Orange Park. That one in the second quarter. West Nassau 34-16. That was one we were keeping an eye on. They just opened that brand new field. So nice 18-point lead in a game they got
coming from West Nassau.
In a game they got beat last year against that team pretty badly. So to come back this year and now be up 18 on them, love to see that.
Where's McLaughlin out of? Is that Georgia for Yulee?
Yeah, I don't know. Someone else beat them pretty bad last week in our area, so I think it's just one of those teams that maybe just rose from the ashes, perhaps.
Oh, really?
They're the Phoenix. It's their mascot's the Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm glad you think he's funny, Coach.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's Bishop McLaughlin, isn't it?
I think it's a different one,
McLaughlin?
actually. I think it's a different one. I think it's.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's pretty apparent. We have no idea.
McLaughlin something or another. Look, I could keep up with the 70+ teams in our viewing area.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm not as worried about the ones outside of our viewing area.
Hey, one other thing to ask you about as we look at some of the live action. We've got 3 games going on right now. We've got a couple of games at halftime, so we'll take you out to some of them. We haven't really seen much of First Coast Baker County other than a big play, and we will show that the whole second half to you. But Sully, 17-3 Rains Lake Mary. I know the Rains kids were really looking forward. We had TJ Cole on the Blitz breakdown a couple weeks ago. He circled that one, especially since they weren't playing Miami Central. Good atmosphere down there in Lake Mary. Lake Mary, usually a pretty good football team. And so that's a nice performance so far for the Rains Vikings.
Yeah, they've got that big-time quarterback down there at Lake Mary that's committed to Notre Dame, I believe.
Oh, there you go.
Well,
and to be able to go on the road and sort of take it to them because they're high-powered. They're averaging about 40 points a game, Lake Mary.
Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that one, and hopefully, like Stuart said, have some highlights on the Friday Night Blitz. All right, where are we at?
We got First Coast backed up. They're starting the second half there. They're up 13-7, so they didn't get that extra point at the end of the first half, and now they're deep in their own territory. QB fakes the pitch and coming to the near side. Bright green shoes. I like the bright green shoes.
Yeah.
Easy to see.
Sully, what's up with Baker County this year?
Transition a little bit. Coach Canaday has taken over. He's more of a defensive guy, and I think they've struggled a little bit offensively, moving the ball in that, because some of the scores that they've had their losses, they haven't really scored a lot of points.
Yeah, a little bit of a rebuild out there. A proud program, Baker County. Great place to see a football game. They're always good. I think, again, we're seeing some teams in the area that usually are really good. I think just have a little bit tick down on the cycle of where they're at. Maybe just young.
Sometimes you got to think about the way their schedule plays out too, right? Some of these teams are playing some really hard teams to begin the year to get themselves battle tested for later in the year.
Yeah,
Great
Baker
examples.
County played Ponte Vedra last week.
Baker County, Trinity Christian starting the year off the way they did. You look at a team like Riverside, who's battling St. Augustine now. They played, Oakleaf and Fleming Island, these really good teams down in Clay County. So, and Orange Park, who beat them as well. So, you talk about how a schedule is built. you don't always want to make the big snap judgment in week 4. Only right now, by the way, is when some of these district games are starting. We're just now starting with a few of the district games around the area. Not all of them, but a handful of these matchups tonight are district games.
And Coach, what do you make of First Coast? Obviously with Jarvis Parker, I think we're really disappointed in week 1. Did they lose to Ribault in week 1? Or did Tokoi, I'm sorry.
Tokoi.
And then they beat
Tokoi.
They might beat Ribault.
They did beat Ribault.
But for Coach's first win.
Sure.
And
they beat Kip, and then they were open last week.
Oh, okay, my bad. They beat Kip. It was Jackson that beat Ribault last week. But I think they like their team. I think First Coast likes some of the weapons that they have and some of the things that they're building in year 1 of Jarvis Parker, which has been pretty much a seamless, if you will, transition from Marty Lee.
Yeah, I think so, and I think that they had an open week also, so that gives you a couple games you played. Now you've got an open week to work on some things. And Jarvis is a good football coach, and I think the kids like playing for him and everything, and I think the transition's been great. And I think he'll do a really good job.
Well, they're up right now. Again, this is third quarter, early stages on that top left screen. I feel like this would be a big win for First Coast to beat Baker County, don't you?
Oh, no, it'd be a huge for them, especially this early in the season to get that win on the road there. It'd be very huge.
Top right, we've got Neeson and Fletcher, and it looks like Neeson's defense did a wonderful job on that next possession. So they were up 22-6. This is going to be tough now for Fletcher. Neeson control looks to stay undefeated. This would be a heck of a win for Neese to go to the beach. Kind of a little different style of ball, I think, when you're playing Fletcher. And it looks right now, Coach, like Neese can match up with just about anything. This isn't going to be one of those nights where they score 40, 50 points, but instead they kind of do it in a, tougher, physical football game where they keep Fletcher off the board.
Yeah, and it seems like they've slowed it down a little bit, especially in the second half. They're not in such a hurry to go. They're taking their time, milking the clock, ball control a little bit. And we've watched Coach Draft all the years that he's been there, and I'll tell you what, offensively, he's one of the best around.
Yeah, I'll tell you what else. I mean, I don't know if there's a guy in the area that, uses the ammo of...
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness, and most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC, we are professional grade. If you need a quality play this football season at your home, call That One Painter First Coast. Locally owned and operated, experienced employees, no builder-grade materials. And there's more, and for that, we throw it to Noah Schlicksup. That One Painter First Coast can apparently help your kicking game, too.
Well, after my failure on skinny sticks last year on Creekside game day, I've spent a lot of time out here at Creekside practicing my kicks. There's only one issue. How is that even possible? The good news is I know exactly who can help. That One Painter can handle all your painting needs, from field goal posts to cabinets to stucco. They got you covered. Though they may not be able to help with my kicking, they can certainly help with the posts. Call That One Painter First Coast today for all your painting needs at 904-495-1373.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
Welcome back to Bartram Trail High School for the second half of the Battle of Longleaf Pine. Creekside and Bartram Trail battling it out for the 15th edition of this storied rivalry. Creekside beat this Bartram Trail team for the first time in 10 years last season. First time since 2014. They have never beat Bartram Trail on the road. Brody, they have a 14-point lead going into the second half tonight.
Yeah, I bet Creekside's excited, but at halftime I know Coach Mack was nailing to their brains that, hey, man, we got 24 minutes of football to play, and don't think Bartram's going to shy away from this. This is a great team, a great program, and they got a lot of players with a lot of heart and grit. I know they just probably installed a really good halftime game plan, and they're excited to come out here and hopefully spoil the win hopefully spoil the win for the Knights.
How about for Bartram Trail? What do they have to do in the second half to get back into this game?
Well, I think it starts up front, especially on offense. I mean, Colson Baum hasn't really had much time to make a throw downfield, and every time he does have enough time, it's really just him making the play himself. So if they can get the passing game going. And
this one is dropped, but with the fair catch, they whistle it dead. So it'll be Bartram Trail football around their own 23-yard line. So, Brody, more time for Colson Baum. That's your key.
Yeah, you got to give your QB some time. And it really seems like they had no success at all running the ball. And also need to get Arthur Lewis the ball in space. If you lay a few blocks for him, he could do the rest himself. It's just he can't get past the first level of this defense. And see what they do here.
Yeah, we saw Bartram try to get Lewis the ball with some screens and just nothing doing in that first half. Right here, they pitch it to Arthur Lewis, and he's got himself a first down.
Yeah, lowered the shoulder at the end of that run. He's moving. That's a fast guy, probably a 4.4, 4.5 type of speed guy. And when you're moving that fast and you lower the shoulder, you're gonna move some people out the way. Good run by him and great play call to start this drive.
First down and 10 for Bartram Trail on their own 36. Movement on the line of scrimmage. Who jumped? The Creekside Knights did. It's 1st and 5.
Yeah, I can't do that.
The Bartram offense with a little bit of life picked up their second first down of the game to start this drive. Now they get a penalty against the Knights. And an empty backfield, Baum the quarterback. Screen pass to the left, dropped by Lewis. He was feeling some pressure. The linebacker, Caleb Brooks, was there to blow up the screen. And Caleb Brooks, a sophomore, getting the start for Creekside at that Sam linebacker position. Talking with Coach Sean McIntyre on Wednesday about Brooks, he said he's really impressed. He's got a great twitch. Really good player there at the Sam linebacker. Outside of Brody McGuff, he said maybe the best Sam linebacker we've had there. Real quote, by the way. As Baum takes it and picks up a first down.
Yep. Bartram's starting to move the ball. That's 2 first downs back-to-back. That's already more than they had in the first half.
And you can feel this crowd stirring a little bit after moving those chains a couple of times.
Yep, gaining some momentum here with these first downs.
Option play here. They pitch to Lewis. Hit at the 50. A flag flies back towards where the line was blocking, typically signaling a hold.
That speed option play, definitely need to keep running that if you're Bartram. There's a lot of space when you do it.
And it is holding against the Bears, backing them up 10 yards.
Yeah, that speed option play, though, I'll keep going to it if I'm them. The pitch player to get the halfback, Arthur Lewis, the pitch player for defense, is Caleb Brooks, and it's a very hard read for him as he has a blocker going right in his face, and the last defender to make a play is either the corner or the safety, Jackson Earl. So I'd keep running that play all night, but that's the second time during that play that's called. You got a holding call.
And it's small room for error for the defense defending that.
Yes, there is. It's a big pop play, and I think they'll keep going to it.
Baum alone again. The run game was not working very well in the first half for Bartram Trail. We're seeing more empty backfields here to start the second half. Taking a shot, incomplete. That one went off the hands of Leonardo Marucci.
You know, had him open there, but if that was a catchable ball, number one, Jackson Earl was right there, and that's a big hit that would have happened. Honestly, could be a good thing that wasn't completed.
Second down and 20 yards to go. Just getting started in the third quarter. 10:48 on the clock. Split backfield. They give left to Lewis. And he is hit hard after a gain of about 2. 3rd and 18.
I mean, I got to give some credit to the kid. Number 22, Harris Oliver, on the tackle there. Forced him out of bounds. And every time I've seen that kid come out to make a tackle, he's coming with some bad intentions. He's flying, and he's ready to go make a big hit. That was a big collision on the sideline there. Impressive by him tonight, making some plays.
Yeah, not often you see a cornerback lay multiple big hits in a game. He has. And a great job, Lewis, there. He absorbed it, but it forced him out of bounds. Setting up a screen now to Lewis. Makes a couple guys miss before being wrapped up by the rest of the Knights defense. We've seen that play call a few times in tonight's game, and Creekside's defense has been all over it.
Yeah, it's kind of the theme of the night. Every time they try to go throw a screen or a jet sweep to the perimeter, receivers for the Bartram Trails offense are just really not winning the battle against these DBs and linebackers for the Knights. I mean, they're just being out physical, I would say.
And now after picking up the first down, feeling a little spark of energy to start the third quarter, Bartram Trail will punt this one away. The kick is off. Jackson Earl back to return, lets it bounce and roll, and man, is it rolling. Inside the 15, down at the Creekside 11. A great punt there from Lucas Floyd. And now out comes a Creekside offense that 21 unanswered points there in the first half, and they really got that passing game going.
Yeah, they have, and definitely had a lot of things to fix after that first half. It seemed like the play was either a solid play or it was an absolute blown-up play. So let's see what they do here and see what type of game plan Coach Mack has for this offense and Coach Barnes, the offense coordinator.
Nine minutes, 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. All over the screen was Bartram Trail, and now Sperry trying to run it himself. Gets a gain of 1 or 2.
Yeah, looking for a screen to the left side. He didn't like what he saw, so he's like, all right, I'm going to go tuck it and run it. Made a little something there. Better than a negative.
They fake the give. Sperry running to his right. And a nice job sealing the edge. What a tackle made there by Joel Reagans.
Yeah, that's how you set an edge right there. The corner came down and made a great tackle on the QB, Sperry. Now bring up 3rd and long in Creekside territory.
3rd down and 11. Sperry with the 4-man rush. Escapes the pocket, and he's got Timmy Goodrich. On the run, he finds Goodrich for a first down past the 30-yard line. What a ball there by Rozzy Sperry.
Great ball there. He rolled out right and delivered a strike. Timmy Goodrich slides down and catches the ball, but it looks like we got some hurt Bartram players on the field.
And it looks like Joel Reagans over there cramping, being helped out by a teammate. Some score updates from around the area. Riverside and St. Augustine tied 35-35 with 11 minutes to play. Bowles leads Bishop Canyon 29-0, 14-0 Mandarin over Bradford in the fourth. Riverside, how about that? We know St. Augustine coming off a big win against Bowles last week. And that defense, they've struggled. And we had Coach Braddock on the show Monday night, the Blitz Breakdown, and he talked about, listen, we've got room to improve on that defensive side of the ball. They were not happy with their performance, and they put up 35 points tonight, but they've let up 35 and are in danger of being upset.
Yeah, big danger going on in that St. Aug game. Riverside with losses that I'm aware of to Oakleaf and Fleming Island. Riverside, though, they'll be fooled by that record, man. They got a lot of athletes out there. They played games without their starting QB, and tonight they're really figured out on offense. St. Aug needs to find a way.
They also lost to Orange Park, 23-21.
That's an 0-3 Riverside team going against the St. Aug team that just beat Bowles. That's a beautiful thing about football. You never know what can happen.
Any given night.
As we still look down here at the Bartram player on the field, still being attended to by the athletic trainers.
And it looks like they're getting him up on his feet. Joel Raggins. And he is up and walking on his own power. Good sign there for the corner, who's had himself a nice game out there.
Yeah, the play previous to the one he just got hurt on, made a great tackle of setting the edge on the outside. Quarterback Sperry almost got around him, but not today. Great tackle by him on that play.
And hoping that he is just cramping, and we'll see him back in there for the Bears.
Yeah.
First down and 10. Creekside after the 3rd and 11 conversion. And a 21-yard pass from Rozzy Sperry to Timmy Goodrich. Sperry drops back. Let's go one up the left side, looking for Dario Griffin, incomplete. Good coverage on the play from Kai Kinlaw.
Yeah, it's picture-perfect defense right there. Was in phase with the receiver, had his hand on his hip and went up and made a play on the ball. That's exactly what you want to see out of your corner, and I think he's the guy that just filled in for Joel Raggins.
Yeah, the sophomore goes up and makes a nice pass breakup.
Creekside proving again they're not scared to take shots tonight, but only connected on one or two.
Against the blitz, complete for a yard to the tight end, Nixon Papinga.
Yeah, this is a tight end for the Knights. They like to involve in the passing game at times. Right there, had a lot of space, but I think the low ball that came out of Sperry's hands, just hard to make that catch and stay up. And they'll bring up 3rd and 9 as there's 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this quarter.
Sperry takes another shot, and this time he connects. Dario Griffin into Bartram territory. Back-to-back 3rd and longs where Rozzy Sperry has laid 2 beautiful passes.
Yeah, Sperry really, this is kind of his coming out game so far. He's making a lot of good plays tonight. Also being pretty smart with the football for the most part. And a great ball right there on the sideline of the Bartram Trail Bears.
Sperry. Again to Griffin. Dario Griffin has been involved tonight. The junior entered the game with just 2 receptions, but he's got 3 now. And that one goes for 5 yards. He's a guy that battled injury last year. Creekside had a lot of injuries in their wide receiver room. If you remember last season, Griffin was carving out a role, but then got hurt himself. Is now Davis Baldwin down around the 25, and Creekside is rolling on offense.
Great run there. They go to a stretch to the field side, and Davis Baldwin, you can see the explosiveness there. He makes a cut, got out of his break pretty fast. Just got tackled from behind. Great run there from the Knights offense.
Sperry looking for the end zone. Incomplete. He led Blaylock too much.
I think they hit him with the stop or stutter and go there, and Blaylock winning that rep there, just couldn't connect there. I said there 40 times.
Live critiquing from Brody McGuff.
I just had to say it, man. It wasn't. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Knights. I would say they're in field goal range after seeing that last kick last night.
Going back to that, I say stuff like that in my head about 30 times a game. Appreciate knowing that I'm not the only one here.
It's frustrating sometimes.
2nd and 10. Sperry again looking for Blaylock, and he overshoots him. And the Knights just keep on taking their shots. And the one thing here, Sperry is putting it in positions where his receiver can make a play, and it can't get picked.
Yeah, right there, another overthrow from him tonight. But, again, like you just said, the only player that had a chance of making a play on that ball was a Knights receiver. So you're liking what you're seeing out of him tonight.
What is going on over at the student section?
They're throwing these, like the pool, like the floaties you go on like a lazy river.
Yeah.
They're throwing it on them like a game.
They're trying to stack them on the cheerleaders on the track. I have not seen that before.
Like that carnival
on the field there, 3rd down and 10. Sperry breaks out of the pocket, running it, trying to find that 1st down, and I think he got it. Flag flies after the play. And it comes with cheers on Creekside's side of the field. Believe this is a late hit. And that is exactly what it is. So on another 3rd down and 10, Creekside is now converted on a 3rd and 11, a 3rd and 9, and a 3rd and 10 on this drive.
Just executing very well on 3rd downs. And right there, I think he got it himself, but also late hit.
Yeah,
at the end
Bartram's
of the play.
defense, you can't let that happen.
You definitely can't.
So that'll make it 1st and goal for the Creekside Knights. And it's Wildcat formation. Jackson Earl takes the snap. Earl rushing for the goal line. Does he have it? Jackson Earl, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
Jackson Earl, Coach Mack said it earlier this week to us in our phone call. He said Jackson Earl is is the best player on the field at all times for the Knights. And we're going to try to find some ways to get him the ball on offense as well. And that's 2 touchdowns on the ground for Jackson Earl out of that Wildcat formation. And it's been working very well in these goal line situations.
Yeah, he is an athlete, and they want to get that ball to him. They want to make sure he's on the field making his impact. And he's now got 2 touchdowns out of the Wildcat formation in this game. And with that one, Creekside takes a 28-7 lead over Bartram Trail. And this side for Bartram is shocked in these home stands. Now a 21-point game, 28 unanswered from the Creekside Knights. On touchdowns brought to you by Bono's Pit Barbecue, Real Pit Barbecue since 1949. Brody, this Creekside offense was struggling coming into this game, and they've got it going against the Bartram Trail Bears.
Yes, they do, and Knights offense just finding ways to convert on 3rd down, 3rd and longs, and as a defense for the Bears, that's exactly where you want them to be on 3rd down, and just cannot cap off the drive and get that final stop so they can get the special teams unit out and get your punt team out there.
Yeah, 3rd downs are key, and Bartram Trail, there's 2 things that go into 3rd down. One, what happens before it? Can you get stops on 1st and 2nd down, make it 3rd and plus? they got themselves into the third down situations you want to be in as a defense, and still Creekside's offense found ways to convert, and that is really deflating on that Bartram side of the field.
Anything 3rd and 7 and plus is a really, really good spot for your defense on third down, and just haven't seen them be able to just get that stop so their offense can get out there.
Creekside again going to that sky kick, and this time goes out of bounds. We saw them get a turnover off of that earlier, and they've stuck with it. Largely successful until now. Bartram Trail will get some nice starting field position here in what is a critical drive for the Bears in staying alive in this game.
For sure. I mean, now's the time with, very few offensive yards this game, and really it seems like they're kind of lucky to have the 7 they have because they just really haven't been able to move the ball. And here comes the backup QB for the Bears, who's played a few times tonight, Gavin Peterson.
And he will take the field after the water break here on Action Sports Jacks 24/7.
Duval, the wait is over. Now, the Jags games really count. The teal and black have new talent and new faces calling the shots. Before the wins and losses pile up, get your predictions, interviews, insights from the official station of your Jacksonville Jaguars. The Action Sports Jags Jaguars Preview Special, Friday at 7 on CBS 47 at Fox 30. Sponsored by Farah & Farah, the exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Third quarter of action, 6 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the third period of action between Creekside and Bartram Trail. The Knights looking to get their first win ever at Bartram Trail. As Peterson flips, that's Lewis. I thought they switched it up there, but no, they stick with Arthur Lewis, and for good reason, as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, there goes that speed option, and I think that's their most successful play on offense, especially when there's no flag on it. Oh, you got a rough time here.
The one thing that Bartram Trail has been unable to do in this game especially, they have had zero form of a passing game.
Yeah,
so they're trying to get it going on the ground, and Peterson working with his legs. Inside the 30 he goes.
Right there, they go with the speed option again. And it looked like the Creekside defense was keen on Arthur Lewis, just expecting the pitch. And when you do that, there was no dive player for the QB and just had a wide-open gap in. That's a dynamic player right there. Big game gained by the Bartram Trail offense.
They go back to it. Lewis is gobbled up behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's 3 or 4 straight speed options.
But why not? It's really the only thing that's working right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Arthur Lewis, you want to give him the ball any way possible. UCF commit. And right here they roll Peterson out to the right, not seeing anything, trying to run it himself. Picks up a good gain. He'll make it third down and manageable.
Yeah, rollout play to the right side. Peterson not really finding much there. Just had to tuck it and run it. Gained some yards out of it, though.
Third down and 4 yards to go. Maybe 3. And this has got to be 4-down territory at this point of the game. It's an empty backfield. Peterson fakes to Uzel. Runs it himself to the right side. He's got the first down inside the 10, inside the 5, and into the end zone. But I think this one's coming back for a hold.
Yeah, I saw it clear as day. Number 2, Josh Guy, flailing his arms out when he was getting held. And that's what you're supposed to do when you're getting held, flail your arms out and get the ref's attention. And great job by him to do that. And that's coming back. And that's just really unfortunate for the Bears offense. And that's another holding call that's going to back them up. It's going to be like 3rd and 13.
Those holding penalties are killer. Bartram Trail trying to bounce back.
Just can't do that, man. It's really been stinging them bad in this game. Now they're probably going to have to pass the ball here.
3rd down and 13. 5:06 to go in the third quarter. Peterson rolling to his left. Let's go of a ball downfield, and it is caught! Ryder Uzel with the reception, and a big play for the Bartram Trail Bears.
That's a great play and a great ball by Peterson. That's a wheel route coming from the 3 spot on the trips to the left side. Kind of back shoulders that ball where the receiver needs to flip his hips toward the sideline. Just a great play by the Bears offense, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and 10 inside the 15. They give to Lewis. Breaks inside the 10, fighting for around the 6-yard line. Put him on the 7.
Yeah, they just go with a type of midline read option play. But except on this one, the halfback becomes the outside player and the quarterback becomes a dive player. So if the quarterback kept that ball, he would have ran up the middle, but he decided to give it to Arthur Lewis and went outside and gained a good solid 4 to 5 yards there.
2nd down and 6. Peterson under pressure is taken down. A shoelace tackle by Josh Guy.
Big impact play there by Josh Guy. If he misses that tackle, he has a lot of space to maybe even get into the end zone there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Josh Guy has been having himself a really good game. Peterson, he's got a man in the end zone. No, he does not. Jackson Earl takes it away.
Wow, that's an amazing acrobatic play. Jackson Earl, impact player for tonight, and he goes up there and takes it.
And he may have just taken the life out of Bartram Trail.
That pick right there could be it if this offense for the Knights can put together some type of drive here. I mean, that's just a great play. I thought it was a touchdown. Looked wide open. It was a wheel route. It looked like to the tight end, Brady Soares. You need to zip that to get it there. Jackson Earl's a dynamic player, and he got a lot of athleticism on him, and his speed really closed that gap. And, man, he got up there and made a play. Wow. And I think he's going to go with Wildcat here.
Hey, why not? Kid's having a night. Gets out of the end zone to about the 3. 3 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the third quarter. And you got to imagine the Creekside Knights feeling really dang good right now on that sideline.
Yeah, they're feeling good. Playing a really good game so far. That was a crucial stop there. And here comes the Wildcat package again.
Bartram Trail stacking the box in the line of scrimmage. Earl still on his feet. Gets past the 5-yard line. And a little bit of space now for Creekside to get their quarterback into the game and run a passing play on 3rd down.
Yep, all they were trying to accomplish there is give their offense some space to get a shot at converting this 3rd down. Got a 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 7, looks like to me. Let's see what Creekside dials up here.
Here's Sperry. Going deep. Incomplete. They were looking again for Garen Blaylock. Nothing doing on that one for the Knights.
Yeah, just try to take a shot downfield to Garen Blaylock, and I don't blame him. He's usually finding himself open, just having a hard time connecting on it. And that'll bring up 4th down, and it's a good stop from this Bears defense. With 1 minute and 52 seconds left in the third quarter.
Creekside got to get this punt away, backed up in the shadow of their own end zone. They do. Mario Middleton calls for the fair catch on the Creekside 37. And this, Brody, is a must-score possession for Bartram Trail.
Yeah, and I'm starting to feel like every possession they got is a must-score. They really don't have much time left to come back in this game and get the win. They got 12 minutes after the rest of this third quarter is done.
See Corey Johns down there on the Bartram sideline speaking to his offense as they send him out to the field. What do you think he's telling his team right now?
Probably letting his kids know that this is a big moment, and I believe in you guys. Go out there and do what we do at practice and execute at a high level, and everything else will work itself out. Really just instilling belief into his kids.
They trail by 21 with 1:45 to go in the third quarter. But crazier things have happened in this rivalry. Arthur Lewis on the pitch. Breaks inside the 20. Still going on the sideline. Big run, Arthur Lewis. But there is laundry on the field.
Creekside, I mean, that was a triple option play there. And then he didn't give it to the dive player, so it turned into a speed option. And there'll be a holding on the Bartram Trail Bears there. And just another big play tonight that's getting called back. Just really unfortunate for the Bears. And now they got 1st and 20. That was like a 30-yard gain.
So 1st and 12 with the holding call down the field. Play action. Peterson evades, dumps it off to Lewis, and they're going to get 3 or 4 there. Great play there by Gavin Peterson. He was almost dead to rights back in feeling pressure from that defensive line.
Yeah, good evadability. Brian Harris Jr. almost got him in the backfield, but did a little bit of improv there and made a really good play out of it. I think it was a 12-yard, 13-yard gain.
Peterson taking a shot. He's got it!
And I think they're going to call PI on Creekside's DB on that play.
It's Colin Reese-Pate with the big catch. 1:01 on the clock in the third quarter. And he fights through the pass interference to do it.
And here's the Bears just scrapping. I mean, there's been multiple times in this quarter where they just look like they just can't get the first down or can't convert. And yet again, that's them converting on a long first down to gain. And now they're in goal line. Wouldn't be surprised to go Wildcat here.
That is exactly what they're doing. Wildcat formation with Arthur Lewis the back.
You got 3 sniffers to the left.
On the Creekside 5. Lewis running to the left. Does he have it? Yes, he does! Arthur Lewis with the touchdown run. And Bartram Trail is still alive.
It's a great drive by the Bears. Had a big holding call. Brought him back a long ways, but they didn't bat an eye. They went down there and made some plays and scored a great touchdown there. That's a gritty drive by the Bears offense. And if you're a Bartram fan, that's what you like to see before this third quarter ends.
The extra point is good from Lucas Floyd, and we are back to a 14-point bowl game after that touchdown brought to you by Bono's Pit Barbecue, real pit barbecue since 1949. And there you go. There's the touchdown Bartram Trail needed. A cannon is fired. I've never seen that before at Bartram Trail. That's really cool.
Yeah, I saw it over there. They had like a cone on it or something. They had like a cone like on the barrel of the cannon. So I was like, it must be out of order or something. But they were saving it for a big play, and what a time to do it. Bartram scrapping their way back into this game.
Just a reminder, Bartram Trail heading into the fourth quarter last year was trailing by 14. They came back and they tied the game. This thing far from over, so don't go anywhere, folks. The Battle of Longleaf Pine is just beginning. The kick after the touchdown into the smoke from the cannon, and it goes out of bounds. Creekside will get the ball on their own 35. First time having to respond to a Bartram Trail score since there was 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's been a while.
It's been a while, and it's quite the answer for the Bears offense, scrapping a drive to just get in the end zone, and really good job by them. And now we got ourselves a 2-score ball game as the Knights take the field on offense.
They hand it off to Baldwin. He's got some room, and he's got a first down. Some scores from around the area. Fourth quarter between Bradford and Mandarin, where the Mustangs lead 14-7. Nice leads Fletcher 22-6 in the fourth quarter. St. Augustine up on Riverside 41-35 as they're heading down to the wire.
Right there, that was a great run by Davis Baldwin, who's had a few big plays tonight. 2 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken. One through the air and one through the ground.
And that will take us to the fourth quarter. It'll be 1st and 10, Creekside football on their own 46 when we return for the final 12 minutes of the Battle of Longleaf Pine and our Whataburger game of the week.
If you need a quality play this football season at your home, call That One Painter First Coast. Locally owned and operated, experienced employees, no builder-grade materials. And there's more, and for that, we throw it to Noah Schlicksup. That One Painter First Coast can apparently help your kicking game, too.
Well, after my failure on skinny sticks last year on Creekside game day, I've spent a lot of time out here at Creekside practicing my kicks. There's only one issue. How is that even possible? The good news is I know exactly who can help. That One Painter can handle all your painting needs, from field goal posts to cabinets to stucco. They got you covered. Though they may not be able to help with my kicking, they can certainly help with the posts. Call That One Painter First Coast today for all your painting needs at 904-495-1373.
First and 10 for Creekside starting the fourth quarter, and it's going nowhere. Bartram Trail trying to fight back. They got the touchdown before the end of the third. It's back to a 2-score game, and Bartram Trail's got their offense moving. Now the defense trying to get a stop.
Yeah, that was a great play right there by the front seven, the Bears. Right there, they just get Davis Baldwin in the backfield, and it's a great start to this new chain of downs.
Second down and 11 for Creekside on their own 45. Sperry finds Goodrich. He's forward to the Bartram 49. It'll set up 3rd down and 5 yards to go. How about Timmy Goodrich, the sophomore, having himself a big game. Nice start to the season. Younger brother of the Knights' all-time leading receiver, Jack Goodrich. He said next season he's switching his number to 10, the same number of his brother.
Following in his footsteps. His brother also started as a sophomore, too. Not much receivers in Creekside history have done that. Having a great game tonight.
Looking for a first. Sperry creating. Lobs one up and throws it away. That'll bring up 4th down and 5 yards to go, and Creekside will punt. So here's the opportunity for Bartram Trail. They're making their move.
This is the time to do it. They're playing better the second half. You can obviously tell it, and there's a sense of momentum swinging towards Bartram right now. Creekside playing some field position game right here, trying to pin them deep. Let's see what happens here in the special teams play.
Aponte with the punt. Fair catch called for and brought in on the 19 or 20-yard line of Bartram Trail. 10:27 to play. Bartram Trail with the football and a chance to get it back to a one-possession ball game. Brody, they've got that pass game rolling. They've got some momentum now. A real chance for Bartram Trail to get back in striking distance.
Yeah, Bartram Trail offense trotting on the field right now, and they had a lot of success with passing the ball and as well as some speed options and some triple options. This is an option team, and they're really starting to catch their stride this second half. And you can just feel the energy in here just really just soared up. Both sides really invested into this rivalry game.
The bands are playing. The Bartram student section got the phones with their lights on right now. Keeping it himself, Peterson. The 3-yard gain, there is a flag. Flag flies after the play ends.
Looks like the QB.
Some jawing back and forth between Peterson and Brian Harris.
I think they might go both ways, so it might be offsetting. We'll see what the white hat has to say.
I think the flag is for the helmet coming off.
Well, there's a flag before it, too.
Oh.
At least I think. About to find out. If I had to guess, it'd probably be a holding and then the face mask coming off.
They march it off against Bartram Trail, and then 2 offsetting fouls. So it's holding during the play, and then a personal foul against Creekside. So it ends up a net gain of 5 for Bartram Trail. Yeah, if you're Creekside, flag after the whistle, can't let that happen.
Yeah, both of these teams are very disciplined teams and programs. Never want to see that as either coach on either side.
So it will be first down and 3. How often can you say that? First down and 2.
Yeah, that's weird, man. I don't even know if I've seen that.
High school football. It's a give to Lewis, and he is stopped in his tracks.
Yeah, that was a great tackle. It looked like by Noah Grubbs. Hasn't missed a summer workout in 4 years, Noah.
4 for 4. And it pays off there for Grubbs. Peterson running left. He's got the first down, spins around, looking for more. Still going, and he's got the 34-yard line.
Yeah, Gavin Peterson, a very mobile quarterback. He's very slippery. It's hard to get him down to the ground, and he's causing some problems for this Creekside defense, and that'll be another first down.
1st and 10. Peterson with another option play. Flips it back to Lewis. And they're going to gain 3. 2nd down and 7. 9:01 on the clock.
There goes that speed option to the left side. They're living and dying by it right now. Right there, Creekside was a little bit more ready for it, but still a really solid gain on first down. They're ahead of the sticks. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 5, I'm not sure.
Bartram Trail ran one play earlier where they faked the option and took a shot downfield. Watch out for that.
It's a good call, Noah.
Low pass there, was looking for Powers Windle and left it short. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, Bartram really wanted to connect on that play. It would have made it like either a first down or it would have been a 1 yard away from it. But now it'll be 3rd and about medium distance. Let's see what they call here.
Empty backfield. They fake the jet sweep, and he is brought down. Noah Grubbs and Josh Guy bring down Gavin Peterson, and Bartram Trail will have to punt it away. Big stop there by the Knights defense.
Yeah, they go empty, and they motion a receiver across the line of scrimmage. I think it was Mario Middleton, if I'm not mistaken. And they just go with the QB midline read. It's either he gives it to the jet sweep or he takes it up the middle himself, and he pulled it, and there's just nothing there. Questionable play call on 3rd and long.
A booming punt here. Takes a bounce, still rolling inside the 20. What a kick. Down to the 14.
Yeah, even the returner, Jackson Earl, he couldn't even find it, and he just let it go. He's like, I'm just not going to deal with it. And that's a big flip of field position there. This game is not over still. There's 8 minutes left to go in the game, and they're down by 2 scores, Bartram.
Big possession here for the Bartram Trail defense and this Creekside offense. For the Knights, you want to melt as much time off the clock as possible. For Bartram, 3 and out. You want that field position you're going to get after a punt on a 3 and out.
Exactly. This is going to be a chess match here before the offense coordinator of Creekside and the defense coordinator for Bartram.
They start with a give to Baldwin, and he's going to lose yardage there.
Yeah, they just try to stretch to the left side. Couldn't find much room there. Bartram's front 7 really doing some good work this second half, making the run plays very minimal. On that time, it was a negative. Bands are blaring, man. Having a good time in the booth.
The flag flies, and that's going to be an illegal motion. Or no, encroachment against the defense. I didn't see them jump, but then again, I'm looking through 2 foggy windows right now.
Yeah, we're like, we have to look through these like weird openings we got up here. But with that being said, I think I saw number 19 fall off sides. That would be
Granados.
Major Granados, first year playing football. It's the only mistake I've seen him make tonight. Creekside draining some clock. Let's see what they do here on this 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6 play.
Baldwin up the gut. Still fighting for some yards, only going to get 1 or 2. And the clock runs, 6:52 on the clock as the play clock starts.
I think they try to go for a trap run there. I wasn't really paying attention to the linemen, but I think they were going for a trap up the middle, which is a pin and pull type play where it just kind of opens this big gap in the A gap. Just didn't work out there.
3rd down and 6 for Creekside. Sperry under pressure, lets one fly. It is caught by Garrett Blaylock. He ripped that one away from Jonah Roberson. What a play on the football.
That was the definition. I mean, Rozzy Sperry just, had pressure in his face. It's 3rd down. He's like, let's just sling it down there.
Garrett
Blaylock goes down with it. He said that. Garrett Blaylock's down there somewhere, and Blaylock's like sees the ball in the air, and he's like, you know what, this one's going to be mine. And he took it from the defender there. What a play by Blaylock, making a bunch of impact plays tonight. Creekside draining some more clock on this drive. That's a big conversion.
That clock is running down, and you wonder when Bartram Trail starts spending timeouts. 1st and 10, a little sidearm pass to Blaylock. He's still going, got the 1st down, and he keeps the clock rolling, getting forward to the Bartram 45.
Very smart by Blaylock to stay in bounds there, too, and keep that clock rolling. And it's starting to go down to the wire of how much of a chance does Bartram have. I mean, it's 5:30 on the clock. That's another first down picked up from Creekside, and just not looking good.
We hit the water break, 5:34 to play. It's 28-14 Creekside when we return in our Whataburger Game of the Week.
Action Sports Jax Friday Night Blitz. Every Friday, the only live streaming show in Jacksonville dedicated to high school football. Streaming on Action Sports Jax 24/7. Then we're packing all the highlights into a 30-minute show, Action Sports Jax Friday Night Blitz, and streaming on Action Sports Jax 24/7, Friday at 10:30 on Fox 30. Sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
First down and 10 for the Creekside Knights, 5:25 to play. The Knights with a 14-point lead, trying to hang on and get their first win ever at Bartram Trail High School. Sperry, hands to Baldwin. He's going to lose a yard. 5:07 to go.
Try another stretch there to the left side of Davis Baldwin. Again, just not much looking there. This Bartram Trail front seven playing some good ball this second half. Stopping the run, making Creekside earn it through the passing game.
Creekside in no hurry to run a play. Bartram Trail needs to stop here. If Creekside's able to move those chains, those timeouts are gone, and you're going to have to pray for an onside kick.
True that, Noah.
Second and 11. And it's another stand up front. Maybe a yard. I think they're giving him nothing. It'll be third down and 11. Brody, do you go with the pass, try to get the first down, or do you stick with the run here on third and 11?
I think you pass to try to get this first down. I mean, you can run it and drain some more clock, but 4 minutes and ticking right now. You're going to drain it to about 3:40 left on the clock. So at that point, it's just like, let's try to get this first down. If you don't, just punt it, pin them deep.
Third down and 11, 3:49 to go. 10 seconds on the play clock as Creekside breaks the huddle.
I wouldn't be surprised they burned one here.
2 seconds, 1 second, the snap. Play action, Sperry. Let's go of the ball, and it's incomplete. He had Chase Dolan, and that's going to be a first down Creekside because after laying the hit, he got up and he shoved Chase Dolan while he was on the ground, and that's going to probably seal it.
If that's what happened, you just can't do that in that situation.
And you know, coaches, just undisciplined right there. You get the stop you needed to stay alive, and Creekside's going to have a first down now.
I mean, it was a great throw by Sperry to get it out there, but it did lead to a kill shot on Chase Dolan. Great play by the safety or DB on that play. Not sure exactly who it was.
Yeah, didn't get a number.
But it was a great play. Just got up a little too excited. And
yeah,
that's just going to cost you, man. It's going to cost you.
Shoved Chase Dolan as he was getting to his feet. Shoved him back down to the ground after the play was over, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
Every time.
So that gives Creekside a new set of downs with 3:32 to play. And now Bartram Trail's going to have to start using those timeouts.
The clock isn't ticking right now because of the dead ball foul. As Creekside goes to stretch to the right side again. Done it multiple times a night, just in the second half again, just getting stopped on the run game. O-line just not really doing some good run blocking this half. Bring up second and about 12.
3:10 to go. Creekside with 20 seconds on the play clock. Gotta imagine that Bartram burns their first time out after this play. They motion the running back up to the left. Sperry keeps it himself. Brought down for a loss of 3.
Yeah, let's go with this.
And there's the timeout from Bartram Trail with 2:41 to go.
Right there, went with the read option. The QB kept it himself. Just Bartram's defense just ready for that play. And here comes the first timeout of the second half.
Got to get a stop on 3rd and 14. Bartram still with 2 timeouts after this. If you're Creekside, what do you do here on 3rd down and 14? Are you sticking with the run, trying to make them use a timeout?
Yes, I am. And earlier I didn't say that, but at this point there's 2:40 left, and I think them burning a timeout is more valuable than trying to get this first down. You got trust in your defense.
And that defense has been playing well all night.
Yes, they have, and I really do think they're just going to run it here. Or maybe a quick pass. It would be, if they want to go with the screen, they can go with the screen too, but seen some drop screens tonight from the Knights offense. So I would really think that they're just going to run it here and try to make Bartram burn a timeout. You're going trips right and one receiver to the left.
3rd down and 14. 2:41 to go. The Knights pass. It's caught by Chase Dolan, and he's down inside the 25. He's going to be about 2 yards shy of a first.
And now I feel like they're going to go for it because that was a big gain right there and a great play call. It just lined up trips to the right side and said to the number 3 receiver, Chase Dolan, just run straight, man. It seems open, and worked out for them well.
You get the first down, and that's basically game.
Yeah, and Bartram deciding not to burn a timeout after that. Or now they will.
Well, they do, and they wait for the clock to get down to 2:08. So, but they know this is a key play. You get the stop, and you still have a shot. If not, one timeout, 2:08 ain't going to cut it.
If you're Creekside, you could also be thinking field goal here. I think this is closer than the field goal he missed earlier. If you make this field goal, it's a 3-possession game, and there's virtually no chance that Bartram would have a chance to come back.
Yeah, it'd be close. It's from 40 yards out, but I think if you're Creekside, you feel good about picking up 2 yards going for it. And if you don't get it, that offense has still got to go 78 yards.
I would agree. I would think they would just probably go for it. And just really curious to see what play call they call. I'm going to assume they go through the air. Oh, they were going Wildcat. Oh, no, they're not.
Here we go. 4th and 2. They go Wildcat, and Earl's got the first down. 2 touchdowns, a pick, and maybe the final dagger delivered by Jackson Earl and the Creekside Knights.
If I was Creekside, I'd probably just leave that formation out there and just run out the clock, but they're going to bring in Sperry back in and do some runs to Davis Baldwin and try to drain out the rest of this clock.
1:53 to go and a new set of downs. Creekside well on their way to their first win at Bartram Trail in school history. They broke the 10-year streak of loss against Bartram last year at home. And now, barring a Bears miracle, the Knights will get it done on the Bears home field for the first time in history.
Yeah, and that's just a very big accomplishment for the Creekside coaching staff and the players, of course. Very happy to do that, and they're just going to drain the rest of the clock out. Bartram not choosing to call that last time out.
1:10 to go, and at this point, probably just knee it out.
That's what they're going to do. Blaylock going back there as a safe man just in case anything goes wrong.
.53 seconds to play, and the Knights on the sideline celebrating as they see victory closing in. Flag on the play. 49.4 to go as the officials discuss by the line of scrimmage. Brody, it seems like for the longest time, Creekside, you go up against Bartram Trail, and they'd find ways almost to lose the game, and it would be on your mind no matter what. As a player, as a fan, with this rivalry, it's been this long since we beat them. You just can't do it. And last year, maybe the weight lifted off the shoulders coming into this season.
Yeah, it's just like in anything else in life. Like, once you just get past that hump, you can start rolling, you know. And just beating them for the first time was very important to them. And you can tell that there's a new leader on Longleaf Pine.
So personal fouls against both Creekside and Bartram Trail. They mark off 5 against Creekside.
Yeah, it looked like some extra
for an illegal substitution. 49 seconds to go. Rozzy Sperry came in after the first drive. The sophomore had an incredible night at quarterback. Knees it down, and one more knee will do the trick. But a really impressive performance tonight from Creekside.
Yeah, they showed it up and just flat out had really good execution tonight. Looks like a different team from the first 3 weeks, and they're just very proud of what they accomplished tonight. And that Creekside team is jumping around. They're happy.
For the first time in school history, the Creekside Knights take down Bartram Trail on the road. And you can hear that side roaring. You can see that sideline going crazy as the Knights knock off Bartram Trail 28-14. And that will do it for our coverage out here tonight. For Action Sports Jacks 24/7 and our Whataburger Game of the Week, Chandler Danzler producing, Daniel Hawk on camera. For Brody McGuff, I am Noah Schlicksup signing off, saying see you next week. And have a good night from Bartram Trail High School.